Heavy, precise, stable, and accurate. These words describe exactly what the L85 is. This is Collage, and you are watching Gun Guide. The L85 is a part of the SA-80 family of rifles. More specifically, it's the second iteration of them. They were designed for the British Armed Forces. It's their main battle rifle. It's an improvement of the A1 variant which suffers from multiple design flaws. The L85A2 has a gas-operated rotating bolt system and quad-rail RIS handguard, but the handguard may be changed out in-game. It's the standard issue rifle for the British Armed Forces, along with the new L85A3. The weapon comes in at a price of 2,500 credits. This is a pretty good deal considering the performance you can get out of this gun. This also makes it a great choice for beginners due to its low price point. You can select between automatic fire and semi-automatic fire. Currently, the only options for the magazines are both 30 rounds. It has 180 rounds of reserve ammunition. The rate that this weapon expels said ammunition is 667 rounds per minute. This is the second lowest in the assault rifle category, with the first being the SCAR-L. This trait is a double-edged sword, as if it put in tandem with the right attachments. The low RPM can make the weapon easier to control and excel in the support aspect, as it is quite easy to lay down suppressive fire. Before we get any further into the video, please make sure to subscribe or even just comment. It really helps the channel and helps us get up there in the algorithm. Now, back to the video. The weapon has a base reload time of 2.12 for a partial magazine and a 2.98 with an empty magazine. The weapon has a base recoil of 44 and ergonomics of 34, but with some attachments, the recoil can be brought all the way down to 26. Due to the weapon's long 20 incher, it is very accurate, but I'm sure shorter barrels can do the same. And while yes, it does have more spread and is inaccurate when firing, maybe in close quarter situation like in the map Tokyo, it's better. So it's like a shotgun or something. I don't know. And when you have something that big, you sacrifice lots of mobility, right? But in short barrels, they're very fast, boys. Okay, and I feel like both sides have their pros and cons, and both sides should be treated very equally. Uh, the verdict is size does not matter. The weapon has a range of 2,621 studs, with a velocity of 3,105 studs per second. This further proves my point, as I'm sure there are short barrels that can do better than this. With that being said, I'm gonna show you the builds that I believe are best fit for this weapon in different scenarios. First up, we have the build I primarily use for open world. For the sights, I make myself a makeshift hybrid sight with I believe it was a EOTech holographic sight and one of the 4x sights. I don't remember the name, but you'll see which works best with the EOTech. Then for the grip, I use either the Summit Vertical or the Danger series of grips. That includes the Danger Stubby and Danger Vertical. This way I can have a good amount of ergonomics and recoil reduction. But most of the time I just use the Danger Vertical because the Summit Vertical looks a bit goofy, but any grip will do. Then I add utilities like a laser and flashlight. Either of the magazines will work. Then as for the barrel attachment, I use a suppressor. It makes the weapon quieter and adds some slight recoil reduction. But if you want maximum recoil reduction for a suppressor, you can use the multi-caliber. And don't forget the additional threaded barrel, A3 handguard, and the rail attachment so you can put on your sights. Now for my PvP build, this one isn't really a specific setup, more of a formula to follow. Now, when I'm making a PvP setup, especially for the L85, I try to find the good balance of ergonomics and recoil. But most of the time, I don't really care about ergonomics. I just go for the lowest recoil setup with a 1x magnification sight. You have to make sure it's 1x because of the visual recoil. But if you want to try to engage from longer ranges, then sure, go ahead equip it 4 times or even 3 times. Or even 8 times if you're crazy. And if you guys want the setup that I personally use, here it is. There are a lot of attachments you can use to follow this formula. So this one's more up in there. Now, with all that being said, is this a gun you should buy? Is it even good? Well, in my eyes, yes, absolutely. But it does have a few areas where it falters. Its low RPM can sometimes lead to you losing gunfights in PvP. If you are an average player, you will most likely need to be the one to shoot first or else you might just die. But if you land dead shots even without being the first, it can still be viable. But other than that, the weapon is really good. It's very beginner friendly, with an easy to control recoil pattern and a very low price. Its range and velocity is also pretty good since it's a bullpup. I'd highly recommend you pick up this weapon and give it a try. Anyways, that's all for today, and that was Gun Guide. Okay, so I guess I'm kinda back. Have not uploaded in a while because I didn't really want to, nor did I have the motivation to. But I still played BRM5 though, and with the recent updates, I decided to upload. So here we are now. I actually planned on making a video about the Quest update when it came out, but the footage was corrupted, so I couldn't really do anything about that. But yeah, I guess you can consider that I'm back to YouTube. At the moment, I'll try doing 2 uploads a week right now, but once Christmas is over, I'm gonna switch back to once a week. I got some new videos planned, definitely more gun guides because of all the nerfs and buffs and new weapons. So, if you guys want me to cover a specific weapon, please let me know in the comments. I'll also be making a poll for that in the community section, so keep your eyes out on that. I also am thinking about some non-BRM5 videos because a lot of cool new games have come out recently, so yeah, let me know if you guys want those too. Okay, the video is actually over now. Bye.